trying to get this video down to like 5 or 6 minutes, and I probably literally it's been 3 hours trying to do this video in a take. I don't know if you guys know who I am. My name is Andy. I'm the 60 Minute Gamer, and the reason I'm the 60 Minute Gamer because this is a hobbyist channel. I'm on the north end of my 50s. I'm looking at going into my 60s pretty sooner or later here, if I'm lucky. But I work a lot. I work 6 days a week, probably 10 and a half hours, a day, 5 days a week, and I don't have a heck of a lot of time for gaming. I have an hour here and there, thus the 60 Minute Gamer. So this week, I got to get a video out. I haven't got one out in 2 weeks. I really had intentions of doing the evolution of pinball through the consoles and just give you a retrospect on what I've seen in my lifetime in video games, for pinball. And I kind of thought, I don't want to do that. I want to do something a little positive. My last video was on the PSVR 2 and, thinking that it's at the end of the life and kind of stated my opinions on that. And it's just my opinions. And there was a lot of people that said, yeah, you're wrong, man. This is not dead. This is still alive. And there's people saying, it's dead, man. It's dead as a doornail. And we had two sides of the camps there. Even though I had my opinions on it, I just wanted to do a positive video. So that's why I was going to go into the pinball. And then I thought, maybe I should just do what makes a great game. Everybody's done this video. I want to stay a little positive. I want to talk about some great games out there. Let's show some people some love. And then I kind of went to bed thinking that last night. And I woke up this morning and everything changed. I woke up, got on Facebook, started thumbing through the social medias, and I ran across this post from this group of people that are well beloved in the community. They're well known. They're tied to the video game industry, and they were in the Chicago area doing some filming. They had a break in time where they could get away and do some gaming themselves, and they decided to go visit the Galloping Ghost. And as they did that, and they got there, they were excited. It was going to be this great mecca experience going to the Galloping Ghost. It was a little overwhelming, but then it was a little disappointing for them. And he shared about this in his really long post, and he named off some things of why he was so disappointed in it. So I got in the comment section, and I started looking at all the comments of this post, and there was a lot of people in agreement, but there was those people that just wasn't going to agree. They drank the Kool-Aid, and they were in that camp. I've been there. I've done that. I've camped out in one camp forever. I've been around for quite some time. I've seen the video game industry come. I've seen it crash, and I've seen it come back. And the one common thing I see is people get stuck in one camp and they don't open their mindset for other games or other experiences. And one's always the best. One's better than the other. It's the great console wars. Started off with Atari and Intellivision for me. It crashed and it came back as Sega, and Nintendo. They were the only two camps, they were the only two parties in the game, by anyone's concern. And as an older adult now, I really feel that I don't give a rip. I don't care. Pick your camp, stay there. I just want you to know I love gaming. And if you choose that, you choose that. That's your choice. You do you. But I just want to challenge you guys out there. If you can't afford another machine, be a good steward of your money. Don't spend more money than you need. You don't need all these flipping games. Play what you like to play. Don't collect just to collect. I'm guilty of that myself. I am a collector, and I collect everything because I love gaming. But I'm a little bit older. I've got a little more of that financial freedom where I can buy some of these games. I didn't always have that, and I camped out in one camp. And I just want to share my experience of going to the Galloping Ghost. I shared quite a few feelings that this poster felt. I was overwhelmed. I think I described it as, I kind of thought it was a little ghetto. I ran across a lot of broken screens, a lot of broken arcade machines, a lot of ones with signs on them said they're not working. And it just felt like, it was a warehouse of broken games versus some of the games that were there. My initial knee-jerk reaction. And what I experienced, though, after I stopped doing video content for YouTube and I stuck my damn cameras in my pocket and I decided I was going to go out and game and have a good time, something happened that just changed my mind. And I got playing some games. I was playing common games that I grew up playing. It was nostalgic. I wanted to do it. But then I thought to myself, I need to play some games that I didn't experience as a kid. I need to get out and see some of these games that I never saw in my local arcades, And as I was walking in there, I found one that I played as a kid, but I forgot. I totally forgot it existed. I had it on the VIC-20, and that game was Omega Race. I played it a crap ton. I played it in the arcade. I played it at home. How did I forget that this game even existed? I was befuddled, and I sat down there. I grabbed my empty plate, and I filled it up with nostalgia berries and played that game at least a dozen times. I was like a little kid once again in that arcade enjoying this game that I totally forgot about. So anything that I had experienced prior to that was diminished by one feeling, and that was my feeling of for the love of the game. As I grow older, I'm not sitting in one camp or another. I've got a little more expendable money where I could buy a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series, or a Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm buying all of them, and I'm kind of just buying the games I want to play on each one of them. I don't go trash talking one versus the other. I've got opinions on certain things. I definitely got opinions on this game key card and physical games and, these digital download discs that the game doesn't exist on the disc. I've got opinions on that. One thing I want to focus on is my love of the game. And if we all focus a little bit on, how we love gaming, and I 150% guarantee that Doc Mack loves gaming. He's there not to make money. He's there for his love of the game. And that's, if you don't know, that's who owns the Galloping Ghost and the Galloping Ghost production company. And I just watched a video prior to this, him being interviewed like a month ago, and 150% know this guy loves video games. And this is the atmosphere, this is the place that he's provided that we can get those feelings of nostalgia berries and enjoy playing games. Whether he's got some growth hurdles, we all have growth hurdles to make, whether it's heating and cooling or fixing of the games, those things will come in time. Just go and experience gaming itself for the love of the game.